Hello Aries and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your mid-month reading for the end of December, so the final main reading for the year. I still will be doing some dailies, but let's see what is coming in as an ending, okay, for 2023. So let's see. We have, Queen of Acorns, the Queen of Fire, passion and creativity, and the Eight of Feathers, courage and solutions. Look at you go here, Aries. So here you are. You're like this Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of Acorns. It's like this sense of feeling really driven and motivated inside of yourself, really connecting to your passion, to your life force, could be very creative energy here. And it's this sense of, it's looking at this little mouse going, look, I can see there's a few issues here, some problems here, and I have the courage to come up with the solutions. I'm not going to let anything hold me back here. This is the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Feathers. So it's looking at the things that have been holding you back or binding you, and these are things inside your mind, or this could be other people's opinions, criticisms that have affected you. And it's kind of like, I've got a fire within me that needs to burn. It needs to be expressed out in the world, and I don't want to let that hold me back. So it's a beautiful energy to come through here for you. A lot of forward momentum, a lot of fire and air. So it's just feeling quite inspired as well. So yeah, that's a fabulous energy to come through. So speaking of 2024, Aries, excited to let you know that the 2024 forecasts are out. And so if you're interested in what's coming in for Aries in 2024, the link for that is in the description box below. And if you're interested in a personal reading, the latest bookings, the last bookings for 2023 are booking out really fast. So I'd jump on that booking page if you're interested in that before Christmas. So we have what's shifting and changing, Cup 8, Neptune, Pisces, and High Priestess, Cancer, Moon, Taurus. Yeah, this is like really trusting your intuition here, like really just going, you know what? I just know this is the right thing to be doing. I just really need to trust this here. And I need to trust that I can move away from an energy that just is not feeling fulfilling. It's not feeling right for me anymore. I'm just detaching from that, emotionally detaching and intuitively knowing the right things or the right peoples or the right situations to emotionally detach from, so that something's not weighing me down, something's not holding me down. I need to move forward with lightness, with passion, with my spirit feeling free and really active, like it's this activated energy. So let's see what's coming through for you, Aries. So Aries, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading, Aries. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And there is no extended reading. As mentioned, there are the 2024 yearly forecasts. Now, the words, just as I was saying that, the word I was being given was the word repair. They're quite literally, like, my son is an Aries, and they were showing me like this Queen of Acorns, Eight of Feathers. He's been given this old trumpet to learn to play over the school holidays. But it's in need of a little bit of repair, and it's kind of like this repair job that's coming in, learning how to fix some things, but at the same time learning so much, stepping into creativity and passion. And so that's kind of like it's kind of like a symbol of what you could be. There's something. Oh, what came? Look who turned up, the Queen of Wands. So it's potentially like something's in need of a little bit of TLC and repair in your world, but you've got the passion and the spirit and the life force to be kind of really, like this Queen of Wands, motivated about what it is that you're attracting into you at this moment in time, and potentially repairing something that needs to be repaired. Oh, crossed by the King of Wands. Okay, interesting. So a lot of this, because we are moving into Mercury retrograde, in the second half of December, it will be Mercury retrograde. This Queen is being blocked by the King. So this is kind of more of a divine feminine energy. It's more about sitting with that inner fire, contemplating it rather than taking action. There might be actually something blocking you from taking action, quite literally. Like with the trumpet that my son has, the mouthpiece is stuck on. And so it's like you can still use it, still work with it, but something needs to there's still something blocking it. So yeah, here we have, you just look at this, the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Wands again, definitely like these same cards, the Devil. So it's about where you've been stuck, feeling quite stuck as well. Justice, the World card. Let's pull all these out for you, Aries. The Three of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it's actually the Eight of Pentacles. You're getting down to work. The work that you're doing, whatever it is that you're spending a lot of time working and doing, look at you. My goodness, look what you end up as. The Emperor. Wow. You're the boss. Wow. Okay. Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay. Aries and the Hierophant. Look, this is you committing to something that you love or someone that you love. And it's like, you might have more than one thing on your plate here, but it's like, if I love it, I'm not going to let it hold me back here. So it's just that energy that's coming through. So yeah, the Queen of Wands crossed by the King of Wands. It could feel like there's somebody holding you back, or the King of Wands can be an Aries-like energy. Perhaps there's a part of you that has been holding back. And it's the Queen of Fire is very much, the Queen of Wands is very much sitting in some contemplation with your spirit and going, right, what is it that's been holding me back? Because here you are with the Eight of Swords. The blindfolds, the things that bind you, the things that hold you bondage here. These are your thoughts or somebody else's opinions of you, somebody else's criticism, but I do think it's limited, overcoming limitations, frustrations, limited forms of thinking. You can see both of these cards actually, the Eight of Swords and the Devil, represent binds, bondage, the things that hold you back. So I'm going to... the Eight of Swords is what's in your conscious mind, so it quite literally is your thoughts, your thought patterns, the stories that you might be telling yourself. And, with the Neptune Pisces energy, it could be that you've felt a bit lost with that, or there hasn't been a clarity around it. Perhaps there's been boundary issues with a situation or a person that can come through with that as well. But at the base, we have the Devil. The Devil is something, deep down. This is what's kind of the base of the issue that might be happening. There might be a block inside of you that's ready to shift and move, because this is the energy that has been there for way too long with the Devil energy. We want to move it on. It's the things that have held you bondage, held you bound to, held you chained and bound. So we can see that, absolutely. It's like this energy that's holding you back. In the recent past, we've got the Justice card. So it's almost like, with the North Node in your sign, Aries, and with the Sun trining it at the moment and also trining Chiron in your sign, there's a lot of injection of energy, vitality and life force in terms of healing wounds that have been holding you back, and stepping into fate, destiny, a sense of purpose, life purpose. And these can be soul contracts that are being activated. And that's what we're seeing here with the Justice card. There could have been an ending of an agreement or a contract, or an ending of like a sense that something has ended and passed on, that there was an agreement. It could have been like an ending of term or something. It could be anything, but it has this sense with the Justice energy that a contractual agreement is over. And we're seeing this here with the World card in the near future. You're seeing the ending of that, accepting it. And this is, the World card represents the end, and it represents Saturn. This garland that's around the character is like Saturn's rings, these restrictions, a bit like the Eight of Swords and the Devil, the things that have kept you in this contained space. And this character is freeing themselves from that. It's time. Getting message, it's time to free yourself. And so there's celebration, freedom, liberation from something that's been kind of quite restrictive, or, that has been quite a block in a way. So you're turning up as the Three of Swords. You're healing wounds at this moment in time. Absolutely. With Chiron in your sign, absolutely, you're healing wounds. And so that's a beautiful energy to come through. The energy surrounding you is the Eight of Pentacles. This is like you've been putting in a lot of work, or could have been around your work. There's a lot of things cycles that need to be completed, where you've been putting a lot of, wherever you put your time, effort and energy and work. That's the Eight of Pentacles. So, but the Eight of Pentacles is also about a mastery. You're mastering something. And it's almost like there's a soul mastery here. There's a mastery of spirit. There's something that you've mastered that you can now lay these. Oh, they're showing me like a sword coming in and cutting those binds and cutting those ties. You can now lay that to rest because you've put in the work. The thing with the Eight of Swords is they're pretty loosely held. Like this character can get out of these binds anytime. It's just something going on inside their mind. The Devil's a little bit more of a, harder energy, especially next to the Three of Swords. And with the Hierophant, this is your soul talking to you. But it's also about commitments, higher order, big commitments. So it could be a lot of contemplation around that in your life. Hopes and fears, we have the Moon. This would be that Piscean energy of things feeling a little bit clouded or fluctuating or not being sure about something. This is the subconscious energy. So we could be dealing a lot with subconscious beliefs or energy that's stuck in that subconscious. But once you get released, look what happens. You step back into your power again. And the Devil, the actual positive side of the Devil, once we flip that and remove that block, is gaining self-perspective and self-empowerment. It can be very ambitious energy. And so once you release yourself from that, here you are stepping into yourself again. The Emperor is the card of Aries. You can see the ram on the throne. This is coming back and stepping into your power, taking charge, feeling in control, and going, you know what? I might have a lot on my plate, the Two of Pentacles, but I'm doing something that I love. And I'm healing some things that have been out of balance within me. So, and I'm connecting into feeling differently. There could be a release of emotions as well, but it's this sense of connecting to joy and love and just new cycles of emotional replenishment and renewal, which is really, really beautiful coming in for you, Aries. Really lovely. You're ending the year strong, which is really beautiful. Sense of, healing and emotional renewal, which is really lovely. And it's interesting the Moon card came out because we do have the full moon in Cancer happening just after Christmas. And that is actually a time for reflection. You are crowned by the moon here. So it is a pause, a time for reflection, understanding the higher purpose and meaning of your life, and also just going deep within and giving yourself, creating some beautiful space for yourself to come home to who you are, to deeply emotionally replenish and find that emotional renewal, find those safe spaces within your heart where you can rest and recoup and find that sanctuary, and then come back powerful and be yourself again, the Emperor. It's a beautiful energy. And we have as an overall energy the Hierophant. This is the soul energy coming in. Actually, both the Hierophant and the Emperor represent order. The Emperor is more like order in the world, in the human existence. The Hierophant is the higher order, the spiritual order that it's a sense that something's been really blocked and out of balance. And even though like you are coming up with like this sense on the material realm of not letting something hold you back here and healing that wound and the thing that's blocking you and keeping you bound. But at the same time, on the higher level, it's like something shifts on like a higher spiritual level, especially with like those soul contracts, like those Akashic records, the sense that your soul is saying, now we're moving into something new that we wanted to move into. So it's such a beautiful way to end the year. Stepping into the new year with the Ace of Cups is like a rebirth. It's just such a beautiful thing that's birthing, and it's a real sense of identity, a real renewed sense of who you are, which is really beautiful, and feeling strong within that, which is such a beautiful energy to come through for you, Aries. So let's pull final affirmation for the year. Okay, final affirmation for the year for Aries. Okay, let's see. We've got every thought I think is creating my future. Absolutely. And that's why we want to get rid of that Eight of Swords. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choice about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, peace, and I express it in my life. Wow. That's absolutely really beautiful. And we're seeing that with the balance, harmony, and peace with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. And there's the Emperor choosing that, saying this is what I choose. I'm overcoming these belief systems, having the courage to come up with the solutions. So let's get the final charm for the year, the big finale for Aries. What is it going to be? The final charm for 2023. What is it going to be for Aries? Beautiful. We have the moth. I read it as the moth and the butterfly, this one. The moth flies to the light. And the higher octave of Neptune is spiritual oneness and transcendence, rising above the things on the earthly realm that have been holding you back. But also we have this sense of the light represents the peace, the healing that you're moving towards, which is really beautiful. And then we have, if we read it as the butterfly represents transformation. It comes out of that dark place that feels like the cocoon. And look at it's right next to the devil. We see the darkness there. But then it rises up and out into the light, quite literally, and transforms. So there's a beautiful transformation that is occurring here for you, Aries. And it's such a lovely and beautiful way to end the year. Transformational on a very beautiful, heartfelt way. So that's it. That's the end of 2024. And if you're interested in what's coming in for 2024, that's the end for 2023. I keep getting those, years mixed up. But if you're interested in what's coming in for next year, 2024, the link for that forecast is in the description box below. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link for that is also in the description box below. And I have some new services available as well, which you might be interested in checking out. The link for that is in the booking page as well. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, Aries. And thank you so much for your support this year. I truly appreciate it. And all the best for 2024.